Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to film the anti-haul, the products that I personally don't want to spend my hard-earned money on. Because I don't know about you guys, but I watch a lot of YouTube videos and I see all these people talking about all these amazing products that are always coming out, and there are some of them that I am not going to buy. And I will give you my reasons, but I don't want to buy them. And feel free to buy them. I'm not bashing on like the brands or anything like that. I just personally think that they are not for me personally. They're a little expensive. Most of the products, if not all of them, are going to be high-end or like luxury makeup brands, so there won't be much like drugstore products in here. I'm talking things that are like expensive, things that no way, shape, or form will hand over my money to buy. So yeah, if you guys are interested in me just talking about a bunch of products that I don't want to buy, then this video is for you. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And let's get into it. Okay, so the first product that I personally don't want to spend my money on and won't do it is on the, I'm like looking down at my phone just to make sure that I have the right thing pulled up, but it is the Tarte Make Believe in Yourself Eye and Cheek Palette. Okay, I love Tarte. I love Tarte very, very much. And I honestly do think that this palette is really pretty. The only thing to me, first of all, it looks like they're like all shimmery shades and not really extremely wearable shades. And I just find that I can get a lot of those colors in the millions of eyeshadow palettes that I currently already own. And I don't think that I can really construct many looks for this palette. So I'm gonna have to pass on it. I think that one retails at $40, which to me, it's not like overly priced for a makeup palette, but it's not cheap. It ain't cheap. Personally, I'm gonna pass on it. I think that the colors, in theory, I do think are really pretty, but I don't think that it is something that I need to have a separate palette on. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like I just won't be able to work with a lot of the shades. I do think that they're really pretty. So if you like a lot of color and if you like a lot of shimmer, then that palette might be the one for you. But personally, it ain't gonna work for me. It's just not gonna work out for me. So I'm gonna have to humbly pass on the Tarte Unicorn Make Believe palette thing. So the next one I feel like was a huge YouTube sensation like a year ago maybe. It kind of happened when the whole highlight trend just completely blew up in our face, and that is the Cover FX like highlighting drops. Now don't get me wrong, again, I do think that these are really pretty, I do, but they're not practical at all. I feel like if you are a YouTube sensation and you can make your cheeks literally look like a disco ball, then go for it. I think that it's super pretty. But honestly, like, I've seen swatches and I've seen it in store and they are so pigmented that I honestly don't think that I can do anything with those. And I think that if I showed up to work or showed up to hang out with my friends wearing that, they would just look at me like I'm a freak or the Tin Man. And as much as I love a good glow, I like a good glow, but I don't want to look like aluminum foil. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna pass on the $40 that you would spend on the custom FX drops. I do think that they're really pretty, but for $40, I don't think that I can make that work on my face. I don't want just like a strip of metallicness on my face. That's just, it's not gonna work out for me. But if you are someone who is completely into that whole highlighting craze that's going on right now, then maybe check them out if you're into the $40. They are liquid too, and personally I have a really hard time with liquid products, like liquid highlighters or liquid bronzers, anything in that form, cream, anything like that. I have a horrible time with it. It just does not blend on my skin, and I have a feeling it would just look like a patch on my face and not in the cute way of highlighting. So I'm gonna have to say no. Moving on to another highlighting craze that I'm going to talk to you guys about is just the Anastasia Glow Kit, and that is the, yeah, that's just the Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit. I love Anastasia Glow Kits. I have the Nicole Guerrero one. I love all of them. I do think that they are really pretty, but I think that it just needs to kind of calm it down a little bit. Okay, Anastasia, like, I'm glowing from your other glow kits. I don't need another one, but somehow some way they trick me into thinking like, oh, I gotta get that one. But no, I don't need it. I also think that this one in particular, the colors are a little too dark for me personally. So I think that that's another reason why I'm steering clear from it, because even if I had a tan, which is never a thing for me, I don't think that it would work out. So if you are a little bit darker in skin tone, I think that you would benefit from this one, because a lot of them are extremely bright and extremely vibrant, so they might not look the best on your skin tone. But for me personally, the darker ones look like muds up here, and that's not cute. It's not cute. So to save myself $40 and to save myself the obsession of highlighters that I apparently have, because I have way too many, I'm gonna pass on the Anastasia Glow Kit, because I feel like they are coming out at an uncontrollable rate. I'm gonna need you to slow it down just a tiny bit, Anastasia Beverly Hills. Leave it for our imagination of what could come in the future, because there's a new glow kit every day and I can't keep up with these new glow kits. My wallet can't handle it and my cheeks can't handle it, and they're just gonna sit there and be useless in my collection. So I'm avoiding it at all costs, even though I want it for some reason, because that's what YouTube does. It like makes you think that you need to have all these products when you don't. And I'm gonna put my foot down on this one. I don't need another glow kit. I don't. I'm glowing enough. This whole anti-haul is kind of fun, because it's like, it's just another way of convincing myself that I don't need to spend money on makeup, because I have a problem, you guys. I have a legitimate problem where I spend way too much on makeup, and I don't even use like half the shit that's in my collection. So this is like a good way for me to just like step back, take a breather, and tell myself that I don't need these things. Okay, so the next one that I'm gonna do is, I feel like it's kind of a controversial one, because I feel like you either really love these products or you don't like them and you're like completely against buying them. And I wasn't like completely against buying them until like recently. And it's not because I hate the person or I hate the brand, they just don't flow with me. And that is the Kylie Jenner makeup collection. I know, I'm gonna receive some hate for this one. And I was just gonna put like the lip kit in it, because it was originally just the lip kit, but now it's just kind of anything from that line. I do have a friend who recently purchased like a week and a half ago some products from her website, and I know that there's like new launches and everything, so the website's crazy and the shipping's crazy, but when you're spending that much money and she hasn't even gotten like a shipment confirmation yet after she bought it like a week and a half ago, I'm just kind of like, Kylie, what's going on, man? I don't know. To me personally, that's like one thing. It's mainly just kind of like the customer service stories that I've been hearing, and the fact that they don't take returns. I think that that's kind of bullshit in my opinion. Makeup doesn't work for everybody. There's certain products that I believe that I can truly make work if they're not my favorite. But for the most part, if you are spending a lot of money on her products, they're not cheap. I don't think there's anything under like $20 in her line. So they aren't a cheap brand, and the fact that they don't take products back, and then they've had issues in the past and with product being funky and they're not taking returns for them, and that the customer service is kind of crap, it's kind of just steered me away from the product line in general. I have seen people wear the products, and I do personally think that they are pretty on a lot of people, but for me personally, I'm gonna have to pass on it. I can't see what the color actually is like online, and if I end up getting something in the mail and like I really hate it, I don't want to be stuck like $30 or $50 in the hole. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Especially with the new collaboration, I feel like they just released like the Kim K one, and I don't even know if it's still around, but I like especially put my foot down on that, because I felt like it was all like the same shades smushed into one, all named Kim, which was kind of weird to me. I don't know. But I wasn't attracted to it whatsoever. So I know that there are a lot of diehard Kylie Jenner fans out there, and I apologize, but I can't get on board with the brand. I really can't. And again, I don't like hate her as a person, because that's rude, but I can't get on board with your cosmetics line, you know? So I know what you guys are thinking. It's probably really good makeup that I'm missing out on, but I don't need it. And I don't need lip kit. I feel like I can get a ColourPop lipstick or anything for a hell of a lot cheaper than the Kylie lip kit or just the Kylie cosmetics in general. I don't need more neutral shades in my life. The next one is another eyeshadow, and it is the Too Faced Love Ultimate Neutral Eyeshadow Palette. That is a mouthful. And it's like the super giant makeup palette that's going around for springtime, and the marketing's beautiful and the packaging is beautiful, and I think the colors are really pretty too. But what is in that palette that makes it so special that I don't have in like the 4 other Too Faced palettes that I have, or just any eyeshadow palette in general? And this thing is $59, I believe, $59. And I know you get a lot of shades. I know that you get a lot of shades. So for someone out there who is maybe like newer to eyeshadows and wants to add to their collection, I think that this would be amazing. I think Too Faced does make really good products, but I don't need it. And that is, again, they're sucking me in. They are sucking me in to buy this. And Too Faced does a good job at that, because they're like, look how cute our products are. Like, you need them. No, you don't. I don't need it. I don't need it. If you need kind of like that collection of pinks and neutrals and nudes, this is a great palette for you. I do think for $59 for the amount that you're getting, if you don't have a shit ton of eyeshadows already, I think that this might be a really good product for you. Because again, I don't think the quality will be bad. Too Faced seems to be pretty good with the eyeshadows that I have, but I don't need it. I don't need it. I don't need to spend $59 on eyeshadows that I feel like I already have in like all of the palettes that I have, which are like those pinky neutral tones, like peachy neutral tones. And no. So if you are a makeup hoarder like myself and you have a million eyeshadow palettes, resist the urge, my friends. We don't need it. We don't need that massive palette. We have all those colors. So I'm gonna decline that one, even though like I still tell myself like I kind of want it, but I'm not gonna get it. I'm not gonna get it. Like it as a gift though. No, but really though, I don't need it. I feel like that, and it's so big and bulky, and I don't know about you guys, but I like to do my makeup in the car sometimes when I'm late for work, so that's just not gonna do for me, carrying like a fucking massive dictionary sized eyeshadow palette around with me. It's not gonna work. Sorry. And last but not least is the Tom Ford lipsticks, and not even just like one in particular, just pretty much anything one from the Tom Ford line, because I can't afford any of it. So this might just be because I'm super bitter and can't afford the products, but in my humble opinion, $50 or more for a lipstick? Really? Really? And so many beauty influencers are like, Tom Ford makes the best lipsticks. Look at my lips, they're Tom Ford. And I'm like, okay, that's cool. I guess I'll go buy like NYX at the drugstore. Really, I feel like we live in a day and age now where it is so easy to go to the drugstore and find a really good high-end lipstick that I'm gonna pass on that ridiculous $50 high-end luxury brand lipstick. That's fucking bullshit to me. Sorry. No, you're paying for the name, and I'm sure that the lipstick looks lovely, but I can also pay $5 for a lipstick that looks really good too. And honestly, I don't mind maybe if it makes my lips chappy or if it makes my lips dry, because you know what? I paid $5 for it, not $50 fucking dollars for it. So that's it. And like I said, maybe I'm just bitter because I can't afford Tom Ford. That's probably exactly what it is. Maybe one day though. Maybe one day I'll try it. But no. So that wraps up the anti-haul, the things that I don't actually have on my person because I can't afford them, / don't need them, / don't want them, even though I kind of do sometimes. But I think that this video was super fun. I think that it's nice to just kind of sit down and relate to some of you guys of the people who are lost in this YouTube beauty world where we are surrounded by ridiculously expensive products and products that we don't need that I feel like are constantly just like shoved in our face. And I think it's fun to just sit there and be like, I'm not gonna buy that. So I don't know. If you're offended by these videos, I don't know why, but a lot of people do disclaimers at the beginning of them, but I don't really care if you're offended because these are things that I don't want to buy with my own money. But if you bought them with your own money, let me know what you think about them because I'd like to know if they are maybe worth the splurge. I don't know. So yes, that wraps up my video. There are a ton of other products, but I just wanted to keep the video pretty short. So leave a comment down below of some of the products that you don't want to buy. I'm sure that you guys have a list too. I can't be alone in this. No, I bet I'm not. And let me know if you guys want to see any more videos. I know I haven't done a beauty video in a while, so I'm kind of excited to like sit down and talk about makeup again. And maybe my next video will be on makeup that I actually have in front of me to share my thoughts with you guys. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.